All right, so now you should see the stream output, and tell me if you see. Tell me if you see that.
Yep, I see your logo.
Sweet. All right. Cool.
Yep.
That means it's working. So it is recording right now, or it's out there. So here's what I'm going to do real quick. We're going to continue to chat, but I'm going to put this on here. And
all right. Ooh.
Start this little countdown.
It's so much more professional than just seeing Matt's face like this. Just
yeah. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
So does that countdown work?
Yeah. If I can freaking find it, why is it not? No, not that one. Where's my button to start the timer? Oh, there it is. All right. See that countdown happening?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Now let me get that link and pass it around. I'm not going to go post it on the Facebook page. Yeah, I'm not going to post it there. I'm just going to put it in Discord because this is more a test than anything. Yeah. But I will post it as an episode after.
Okay.
Now where? See if I can find. I guess I got to go actually to that stream to find the link to share. And it should show us the chat for YouTube. It says invalid parameters for some reason, but
that's what I'm seeing as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually it'll show that. I don't know. We'll see. View dashboard? No. Yeah. Yeah, shows us live. Where's I want to share the link. Where the heck is it? Oh, there it is. I'll post it in Discord real quick.
All right. Have you started switching over all your stuff to Libsyn from Anchor yet?
Some of them are on there.
Okay.
There's definitely still more to do.
Because like the whole your donation to OCR talk on Anchor has been just taken out. I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably. I'm sure it would probably discontinue automatically once you leave, but I think you'll like Libsyn. I'll be interested to see how the stats that you see on Libsyn compares to Anchor.
Yeah, I looked at them already. It's pretty cool.
Good.
All right, that's there. I'm just going to post it in a few different spots on here.
All right.
Just kind of throwing in a few channels there.
Sounds good.
All right, how much time? We got 2 minutes.
Cool.
Yeah, dude, this this is pretty cool. I think I want to talk about it a little bit just to kind of share the tools that I'm using so that, the more people that get their hands on this stuff, then the more cool content that we get out there.
Agreed. Is there a major delay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is there a delay for me? Because there's a bit of a delay for you.
Not what I'm. No, not what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Where's my hand? Yeah, like on the output, but I think when you watch it after, like on YouTube, it should all be smooth.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm sure. I was just thinking for like when we're communicating and whatnot too.
Yeah,
It's
from
always awkward.
what I see to you is pretty spot on.
Actually, okay, it's better for you too. There was just a delay for a few minutes then.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, I'll be interested to see what this invalid parameters thing is, but
Yeah, I don't know why the chat's not
I'm
popping up.
assuming that the top right, the private guest chat is obviously between you and I, and then the bottom right chat would be through everybody else.
Well, that's
I wonder.
since I'm going through YouTube, it's YouTube chat.
Oh, that makes sense then. Okay,
Yeah.
it's good to know. Did you listen to Will and Mappy Davis's episode with Joe?
I did. That's good.
Yeah, okay.
All right, 10 seconds. Here we go.
Cool. That doesn't work.
Welcome to OCR Talk live show number 1. But it's going to be a podcast too. So episode something or another. Not exactly sure what. Now I'm showing me and you, and we're sitting here talking to each other. And we are a little special show happening here right now. We've got a conversation about what's going on lately with Tough Mudder and Spartan, possibly buying them out and all that fun stuff. So really, this is also just a little bit of a test to see if some cool platform fun stuff will work. But my name is Jason Dupree, and I've got Mike Stefano here.
What's up?
Mike from Obstacle Running Adventures, myself from OCR Talk. We are both part of the OCR Report family of podcasts. What's the best way to say that?
Yeah, that works.
Can you see the little tags underneath?
I can. It's like it's too small to read.
Right, in the output that you see there, but
exactly. I'm trying to figure out if
on YouTube
by closing the chat. I cannot. But I like that though.
I'm at my computer. I'm actually using 2 computers right now because I actually just ordered a webcam for my desktop, which I've never had one. So now I've got my laptop and I'm doing the stream here, but then I've got the control panel of all the little flashy stuff that's going to go on the screen on my main computer, and you can actually see part of my giant monitor right here. Yeah. And at my desk, I've got this guy, which is a Rock Band guitar. And
that's what I thought it was.
For anybody that likes Rock Band, and it's been out for forever and they don't really update it a ton, there is a PC free game that somebody made called Clone Hero, and basically you can go download all the songs from Rock Band and pretty much all the other games, Guitar Hero, and hook up one of the controllers to your computer and play them all.
That's pretty cool.
So that's just
I have my decade-old Dell that I'm getting rid of with the new year, and I'm in my girlfriend's childhood bedroom. So
you said there were cats, right?
Yes, yeah, that's all they sleep into. So that's pretty easy. And in the background, I'm having a tough time moving this, is Splinter. And that is a midget kitty because I think it was like inbred. They found it on the streets, and it's like the sweetest thing. You just pick it up and it just mushes in your hands.
Oh,
and then
nice.
The other cat is like tucked under the sheets by my knee because it's a weird cat. But cats are awesome.
You gotta look.
Actually, speaking of that, did you sign up for that?
Getting a little delay in the video.
Christmas thing? Okay.
I don't know if it's how whenever you move your camera, it's having to do more pixel generation, so it actually increases the bit rate whenever you. I don't know if that's the right term to use there.
Yeah.
But anyway, maybe that's why, because you were spinning it around. But it also depends on your connection, and I'm going through Wi-Fi myself on this computer, which normally when we do this, I'll be going through my main desktops, which is wired. So hopefully we won't have any issues like that. Yeah. But what were you saying about the cat cafe?
So I guess when we were there, Caitlin signed up to get like a holiday card from them. Did you get one as well?
Oh yeah. No.
It's like, hope you guys had a great Christmas. please adopt a cat. Like,
Here's
and if you don't, you're a terrible human being. So
now I've also
kind of
got
bummed out we won't be going back.
my
Do not
my metal
not. There
rack.
is no tie.
Yeah, my metal rack that's empty because
Oh,
it's
it's
the
a
end of
metal
the
rack.
year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a metal bin, which is just a cluster of medals from 2012, and I can't wait to have the office done so I can get those together. I have Caitlin's old medals though.
Oh yeah.
Actually, that's kind of cool. Let's see if I can. No. Let's see if I can keep it there. So this is from 2013 to 2015. Let's see what the first one shows here. Ooh, old Boulder Dash medal. These actually are not in order. Ooh, this is from the Founders Race in Killington. Bunch of Spartan medals. 2015. Samurai Scrum, which has gone out of business. Beach Raid, which has gone out of business. Panic in the Dark, which they didn't have an event. Crawfish Crawl, which we did in Oregon.
Crawfish crawl.
Wow.
I didn't get any water.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna run away though, because
It's only in Texas.
all right.
Allergic, so I had to run fast.
All right. Well, we're gonna kind of try and play with these toys that we got while having a conversation about what's lately going on with Spartan possibly buying out Tough Mudder. So Will Hicks has had a pretty sweet episode where he talked to Joe DeSena, and so has Josh and Matt, where they also talked to Joe DeSena. And nobody has talked to Will Dean, but in the whole conversation of all this, the obviously Joe DeSena makes sense, but then the idea of Will and Guy comes up, and everybody's like, wait, I thought Will was not part of the company anymore. Well, Will is, from what I can tell, still owner, like part owner, but he's just not acting CEO. So let's take a look at these two guys and talk about who would you rather. I know I've heard your opinions on how you feel about this possible buyout.
Yes.
From your podcast.
Because also heat of the moment, like we released our episode within an hour of finding out. So,
but what I kind of want to look at here is more of, if you had to take your pick, Joe DeSena or Will Dean to own it all, to own Tough Mudder, as a Tough Mudder fan, to own that, who would you want it to be? And so we're going to take a look at these two guys in a matchup here. Will Dean and Joe DeSena. We got the two owners, these titans of industry. Spartan versus Tough Mudder. That's really not the question here. It's not really Spartan versus Tough Mudder. It's really more these two guys, Joe versus Will. But let's look at some stats about these guys. First off, Joe DeSena, he's the founder and current CEO. His favorite pastime is, I think, just kettlebell. Like, I didn't put it in action there. Just kettlebell. That's his favorite pastime. His favorite quote is "Spartan F up." He likes to tell everybody that, even his children. He's written 2 books, I think, maybe more, possibly 3 books. Okay.
3, and his wife wrote one too.
Oh, I only found 1 on Amazon, 2 on Amazon. We'll see. Anyway, he's 51 right now.
Oh wow.
So dude's been around for a bit, I think he knows what he's doing. His latest venture is possibly purchasing Tough Mudder, I guess. That's what he's, besides dragging chains up mountains.
Yeah. Besides the Deca Fit, besides the biking thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And Josh is talking to us. Josh, I did not see your comment, but I see you talking on Discord. For whatever reason, we're not seeing comments in YouTube. I don't know why.
It says invalid parameters.
It should, but it's just not happening right now. Anyway, Joe DeSena, his favorite number is 300 because it's Spartan, right? I mean, lives and dies by that number, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just got stupid stuff on here just to be silly. Now over to Will Dean. He is a co-founder and former CEO of Tough Mudder. So not the current CEO. That would be Kyle McLaughlin.
Yeah, McLaughlin.
McLaughlin,
Yeah,
like Sarah McLaughlin.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, sweet. His favorite pastime is quadruple skulls. Do you know what that is?
I'm assuming because he used to be a big triathlon guy, so maybe
So,
related to that.
so according to Wikipedia, I mean, this could all be fake. I don't know. According to Wikipedia, he qualified for the Olympics in quadruple sculls, which is this
Oh,
four,
rowing.
yeah, 4-man rowing.
Huh.
And there's Will Dean right there. No, I'm kidding. That's not really him. His favorite quote is, "It takes a tribe."
Yep.
I guess once you have the tribe rolling, it's okay to step out and not be part of the tribe anymore. Uh, um,
Yeah.
he's written one book. You can take a wild guess at what it's called.
Yep.
He is
Have
32
you read
on
that one,
like.
by the way?
Wait, what's that? Have I read it?
Ooh,
Yeah, a little bit of delay.
hold on. Lost you a little bit there. That could be
Uh-oh.
on my end. All right, I can hear you again now.
What did you ask? Have I read the book?
Yeah.
I have not. Have you?
Okay. I have. I've read all of the OCR books.
Oh,
It's very much like a chapter of his life, and then a chapter of someone important in the Tough Mudder community, and then a chapter of his life. So it goes back and forth, which is pretty unique.
okay,
But I think the best parts are definitely hearing from the community.
cool. Well, dude's 32 or like literally about to be 32. One of these guys is, maybe it was Joe, was born on like January 2nd or something. So they're about to be whatever age I just put on there. That's crazy. I'm 37.
Yeah.
This guy, all the probably bad things we might say about Will, he started young. Like if you go to his Facebook page and all the pictures that are public are old, but not that old because he's not that old. But they're like, he looks like a college kid. Seriously. I mean, it is pretty amazing the stuff that he's accomplished in the young years of his life.
Yeah, he's definitely younger than I had thought.
His latest venture is electronic theater. If you haven't seen videos of electronic theater, it is think like a VR room, but there's no VR. Instead, you have images projected onto walls that look like Atari, and you wear a poker style hat with little balls on it.
Huh.
You haven't seen it?
I have not, no.
It's like a party game room, but the games look super cheesy, and it tracks you by wearing this like a little visor with the clear brim.
Yeah. Huh.
It's
Like mocap kind of thing?
Yeah, but
Mocap,
I mean,
just as a hat.
the
Huh.
videos don't excite me. I'd
Yeah.
rather go just play VR.
Yep.
Anyway, his favorite number is 100x. You think of why I put that? Yeah, because that means that somebody did his races 100 times or more, and he makes money.
Made a lot of money. Yep.
All right, so I've got. Let's see. We are going to do a little comparison here, and while we're comparing these two guys, we've got this theme that I'm using is a baseball theme or a sports theme, so it's got baseball trackers. So we're gonna look at what base they would get on based off of certain aspects, and what whoever gets the most points is the winner.
All right.
Of Tough Mudder, and then they have to give it to the other person based off of what we say here.
And real quick, it's funny that we're doing this because back when I started the podcast, and we were in like dire need for episodes, I really wanted to do a episode pitting Joe against against Will, because
Nice.
I was very pro Will and Tough Mudder once I ran my first Tough Mudder, and my friend's very pro Joe and hates Will. and it's funny how like the chips have fallen where they've fallen today.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. All right, let's take a look back at the stats that we were just talking about. We've got kind of side by side here, so let's kind of go through these and talk about what would make a better owner
Mm-hmm.
um, of Tough Mudder. Uh, let's see. So we talked about the quadruple skull. The quotes. Joe wants to make everything hard, and I'm gonna just pop this down for a second while we're chatting. Um, what I actually find interesting, like this is a lot of joking, but actual seriousness. What I think is interesting is that Joe, he's kind of started out where everything had to be hard. Like Spartan's got to be tough, got to make you suffer. Like he wants the suffering.
Yeah.
But as time is going by, hearing him talk to even Will Hicks and saying, uh, everybody's got their own motivation and they've got to start somewhere. So whether maybe it's not Spartan, maybe it's not dragging a chain up a hill, maybe it's just simply going on a bike ride or doing a Tough Mudder, which to him isn't easy or isn't hard. So I feel like maybe we've seen a little bit of a change in understanding in Will and Joe to say everybody is actually different and they don't have to just suffer as Joe thinks they should suffer. So
Yeah.
kind of a plus to him.
Yeah.
I give
I
him
think
a second base hit for that.
that's fair. I think Joe's throwing that C word around now, community.
Mm,
And I think that's very different for Spartan. I mean, obviously they want, a roo. They want that kind of community, but not really a teamwork and camaraderie community. But when he says that he sees something in Tough Mudder that he likes, it's got to be that. The best thing about Tough Mudder is the community and is the fact that they're helping each other. And I give him credit for kind of taking a step back and realizing, there are other options to fitness, because I think in addition to him obviously wanting all the money and being this big guy in the sport, I think he genuinely does want to rip these people off the couch like he says he does, and this is one way to do it.
yeah, absolutely. What do you give him there as far as what you said base hit wise?
Uh,
Is that
I'll say a triple.
a triple? So that
Yeah,
triple gives him a run.
because I never would have expected him to admit that he was wrong or anything like that. He seems very um, infallible. I
Yeah.
think people see him as, yeah.
Okay. All right. Going back to the stats here, Will Dean, it takes a tribe. I like what you said as far as the what was it? The book that he
Yeah,
wrote. Um, in that book wasn't all about him. So that is cool to show that the Tough Mudder community really is about the community.
yeah, integral.
And for the time that he did spend in the community, he's a businessman, so it's really hard to say. But there was a lot of him like here and there. So I don't think I can give him a full triple on that one, but I'll give him a double for making that book not about solely about him.
Yeah, I think he knew he was on his way out. Wanted to write that book for, I think, just to kind of put himself in stone in a way. And I really think he knew that if he just wrote the book about himself, people wouldn't have been as interested. So I think it was smart of him to put those in there, but I think it was. I feel like he's very much a business mind. I'll give him a single for that.
All right, so he's got a man on third and a man on first, and
Who's on first?
What? What's
Well,
on
who's on
second?
first? Yeah, I don't know who's on third.
um, Matt is trying to talk to us. If we get the YouTube, it'd be cool to be able to actually get the YouTube comments showing up here, so that we can actually chat with people that are in there. But anyway,
You said potentially in the future go through something else.
restream maybe, but it is showing up there. And actually, I mean, I can go to Well, they say they're chatting. Oh yeah. So if you actually go to the page itself, the where the YouTube stream is, I can see Josh saying, "Is this
Could
actually
you
live?"
send me a link to that?
Yeah. Uh,
I'll open up on my phone so my computer doesn't explode because I can't handle this stuff.
all right, it's coming to you right. This is why you need a legit producer, so that the people doing the talking. I'm producing and hosting right now, which is ridiculous. Nobody should do that. This is not the proper way to do a good show. But anyway, there's the link
We're
there.
learning. Got it.
Oh, Matt said that Josh is fired. No,
you can't do Davis and Chase without Chase.
Yep. And Josh can do. Josh showed me the live stream. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about that. The live stream platform, which we're using to not only host the stream, but also the call itself. Like the fact that you're calling in and we're having a talk together, that's part of that platform, and it's all free, which is really awesome. I mean, I've struggled with some of the other things that I've looked into to get it to do exactly what I want, but also I can pull in using Streamlabs app. I can pull in a mobile feed as well.
Okay.
Now
I'm seeing the comments now too. I like this.
Yeah, the overlays that I'm using is through a third-party plugin to live stream called Singular Live. I don't know if Josh had looked into that one yet, because there's a lot of plugins you can use, and this is the one I just happened to come across and was like, wow, this is amazing, the stuff you can do with it. And it's so easy to use too. Anyway, so yeah, back to I don't know, did Will get any points for that one? He stepped away and to do other business ventures, but when you try and say it takes a tribe and it's a family and a community, and you step out of that, I mean, how big of a part was he?
So it's tough for me because I didn't get into Tough Mudder until 2016, whereas I got into Spartan at 2012. So the novelty of Tough Mudder was always big for me, but by the time I got into it, Will Dean was never really there. I saw him at the brunch in World's Toughest Mudder 2017
for like a second, probably.
And he video called in for 2018, which is like, you got plenty of money, you could have been there. It goes to show, I fully believe, and I've said this before, I'll say it a million times, the best thing about Tough Mudder is the community. I mean, yes, the races are huge, but if the races were to go, I don't know, the community is massive, and that's going to save whatever happens in the future.
Oh, for sure. And it's understandable if the man's got priorities elsewhere, but it's just that's the stuff that he's been feeding us, and then now he's stepping away. So it's kind of with a little bit of understanding, but also this is what you said, and this is what's happening. It like Joe is there. Joe DeSena is at these big events, and he's out having calls with Matt and Will and talking to people and offering his phone number on Instagram and all kinds of crazy stuff. Like he's very visible. I'll say that.
So. Yeah, I visible and as active as he can be in the sport. I mean, when he has all of his fingers in different pies, obviously he's not going to know who the elite athletes are anymore. He still thinks that Matt Novakovic is like, and I used to love him too. I don't really like what's happened to him lately. He talks a lot of trash for someone that can't do stuff, coming from someone that can't do 5 pull-ups. But Joe's definitely lost a little touch in reality, but he seems to care more even now than I think Will ever seem to have cared, as far as I know.
Yeah, so I think we can't. I don't think I can give a point to Will on this one. So Joe is up by 1, and we're in the second inning now.
All right.
So let's go on back to the books. You said Joe's got 2 books.
3 books.
3 books. We've
Spartan
got
Spartan Fit, and Spartan whatever's in my car right now.
Spartan Up, Spartan Fit, Spartan Kool-Aid, Spartan. What else could he call them? So got that one, the Spartan Way.
Spartan Way. Yep, that's the one
Oh,
with my car.
oh, Spartan Fit is the other one. Okay, I
Yep,
didn't see
Spartan Fit was the second one. That was more of like a workout plan and whatnot.
that. Okay, and Joe's probably writing another book.
Yeah.
That's a whole industry that I don't like. I feel like I partially understand, but there's so much to it. Like, how much of it does he write versus because they all say with so and so. So how much
Yes,
do
and if
they
you notice,
write?
the first two are with the same person, or at least two of the books are with the same person. So
Yeah,
I
and
wonder what the split is.
what's cool about stuff like that is like when you get into that kind of industry, you realize how many people and work it actually takes. Like people don't just write a book and then take it to a publishing company and they say, "Cool, we'll publish it."
Yep.
There, Joe may have written bits of it. Maybe it was just an outline, and then this other person wrote the whole thing, possibly, and then somebody edits it, and then these people in the publishing company read it, and I mean, ton like this. I'm doing the work of probably like 5 people right now, and as we grow, and we'll see. Hopefully, where we're getting more and more people playing their parts, and that will make our quality go up even better. And so, Will, let's see. Does that give Joe any? Does Joe get some runs off of that? 3 books. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know.
Ah, I don't know. I think I also wonder nowadays, especially like how much money do people make from books? I know that it's expensive to publish. I was actually just talking to Evan about like making all these books that he's making. He's like, yeah, like
Mm.
whatever I made, like that's that because it's expensive to get more. So I mean, I feel like the Kool-Aid drinkers for Spartan will buy anything. And then the nerdy people that love books will buy every OCR book, like I have, even Mappy Davis's. Um, and yeah, I'll give him some credit for that, though. I mean, he did one, and then he decided to do two more. And I mean, even his wife did one too, which I actually forgot that she did, but I own that too.
I bet his kids. I bet his kids have one.
Yeah, right. They wrote it
Uh,
in Mandarin.
all right. Run for no reason to goes to Joe. Whoops. How's this? I don't know if you can see it.
2 question mark. Yep.
2 points. We'll give Will. Will has gotten a book as
Oh,
well.
real quick, you can double click the thing that the other people are seeing to make it bigger.
Oh. Nice.
Because I was trying to figure out how to make that full screen. Also,
Cool.
Caitlin's giving me a 15-minute warning because her family comes in like a half hour. So
All right, cool. Let's
sorry.
so we can wrap this up. No, that's good. We're gonna give no points to Will for his book, but I'm gonna give him this right here. So that's his score for the moment.
Mappy points. He
Oh
hates
shoot!
the
Whoa,
points.
that's not what I meant.
Oh, kettlebells, and we'll give Will some headbands.
Uh, um. Crap. Where am I? Okay. Let's bring it back. So we've got Will's book right here. It Takes a Tribe.
Yep.
And back to our comparison. The age. Now, this one, I kind of look to, age-wise to give points to both guys because it's impressive that Joe's been doing it as long as he has and has accomplished what he has, and Will doing it for as young, accomplishing what he has for as young as he is. What
Yeah.
do you think about that? I'll put some.
I
I'll
think
put
you can
some
do
basic.
amazing things pretty early if you steal things from people.
Like to me, oh yeah, sure. Will gets, that's kind of like a bases loaded situation for Will, but is he going to knock it out of the park? He's kind of not like he kind of just hit a little fly ball, pop up in the infield, and then there goes there it goes. So like he gets a point or two for that, but he doesn't really seem like he's going anywhere with it after this. I know he's got
Yeah.
ventures, but not in I mean, I don't know. Who knows? I mean, he might sell Spartan to Tough Mudder. I mean, he might sell Tough Mudder to Spartan. A little bit of dyslexia there, and go retire on an island somewhere. I mean, if that's what he wants and that's his priorities, then good for him. I'm not going to take that away. If he gets on an island somewhere, I'll give him a second point there. But that's not a point for who I want to own the company, though, because if he's there, then he's not with us. So -1.
I also think a big difference is they're clearly both businessmen, and as businessmen they're clearly motivated by money. But I feel like if Joe were to lose everything, he would keep trying at something fitness related. Whereas if Will, if he lost everything, he would just go anywhere else. So I think the dedication to the sport. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Joe either, but I feel like when it comes to dedication to Spartan in the sport, almost too much so, I guess, if there is such a thing. He's got that. Whereas Will, he just making some money, like some other OCR companies that I can't say too much there, but some other OCR people that I know started up their own races, and it's clear that they didn't love the sport. They loved making money and being a big person, and I don't know.
Yeah, this is definitely not a sport where just making money is what's important to your clientele, that's for sure. But I mean, even look at football, being in the Dallas area, everybody's always talking about Jimmy's World? Shoot, what's the guy's name? The guy that owns the Dallas Cowboys, his stadium, they call it Jerry's World. And I mean, even from a non-football fan standpoint, the stuff I hear about him, it makes it sound like he cares about what he's doing and why he's there. So, even for people who have way more money than people that we're talking about, maybe it's cool. Yeah, you can play with that. Close the door, please.
Is that Declan?
Yep. Thank you. And all right, so Joe's got 3 points, and Will's got a $sign with an asterisk by it. So, asterisk by it. And
asterisk. It's in there.
All right, so final thing here. Their latest venture. That's what we're talking about here. Joe is looking to purchase Tough Mudder, and Will is on to something else, and he might sell, and that be the end of the Tough Mudder line for him. And if that happens, I think you made it clear on your podcast that you're not necessarily pleased with Joe taking over Tough Mudder. I think if Joe sticks to his word of what he said so far and leaves it as two different entities, then it'll be a good thing. And I think he's right in saying that they're two different markets. And if they saying by the numbers that it's like a 5% overlap, then it really is two different markets. And so it makes sense. Leave them as they are, and you'll just make more and more money that way. So
yeah, and like I said, I released my thoughts on it an hour after I figured out what had happened, and I didn't even get the full story. And after listening to Matt talk with him and Will talk to him, I reached out to Joe. I mean, as much as anyone could with that phone number. We'll see what happens with that. But I mean, it would be foolish to change things in there because the community makes or breaks Tough Mudder. If Spartan makes changes that people don't like there goes a big chunk of people. And you want to come talk?
No, you need to get wrapped.
You gave me a 15-minute warning 5 minutes ago.
Caitlin.
So I got 10 minutes.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Doing good. Oh, let me change. Hang on, watch this. Can she see what it shows on the screen?
I'll make it full screen.
All right.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Mappy Davis said he picked the wrong person with the J name. Should have went with Jason, Dupree and Davis. Or Davis and Dupree.
That would sound nice.
See if it shows it. There we go.
Somebody's here.
What early? Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. And you spelled my name right.
He knows how to spell your name.
Not everybody does.
Well, we've spent a lot of time together, so he should by now. Who's here?
I don't know. I just heard somebody's here.
Okay. We'll wrap it up sometime soon. We got to hit some more home runs into the field goal. I hope I get an eagle. Yeah, I'll be right there.
All right.
But
Cool.
so I agree it'd be foolish if Joe were to make a bunch of changes. My biggest thing is World's Toughest Mudder. Is he going to do away with that? I don't think so. World's Toughest Mudder is way more difficult where it
And
counts.
he even
as an
and he even
obstacle
made it
race
sound like they're
than-
going to bring back money, prize money too, if he had to say.
Which would be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants the Tough Mudder community on his side, that's really all he had to say, right? So whether he means it or not, like, yeah, I'm interested. I want prize money in there. I want awesome elites coming back. I want to, and I'm not even going to be running next year. I'm standing by that, but I will be pitting and I will be going. But I think he's playing it smart, but is he overextending is the question with like Decafit. I think that's a different conversation, but yeah, it's he's doing a lot all at once. It's like manifest destiny.
Well, we
I don't
saw
know if that
Tough
makes
Mudder
sense here,
do
but
that.
that's kind of my head.
We saw Tough Mudder overextend, and it
Oop,
didn't
I
work
missed
out
that.
for him. But Spartan, I mean, it kind of seems like Spartan's got the bankroll to do so. You know, to try bigger things and not take a big hit because of a failed experiment. So
Yeah,
I mean, not only is Spartan like bankrolled by whatever investment firms that they're with or whatever, but now that like they're Rakuten and all this, like the bigger stuff that's coming along. I mean, it seems like it's just going to keep getting bigger, and they are stretched all the way across the globe. So
yeah,
so I think to me, between these two guys, I mean, it's a joke, but I think it's a clear winner that I feel confident that Joe could take this over, take it out of Will's hands, let Will go live on his island and play in his game room and do some good stuff for us. How the rebranding happens, who knows? That will be very interesting to see, but it could stay exactly the same, or they could put a little Spartan logo in the bottom of the Tough Mudder headband, which would be hilarious. But
yeah, right. What would be your top 5 things that Joe DeSena better not change about Tough Mudder?
if they not that I care so much, but if they try to take away the headbands, the Tough Mudder crowd would probably lose their minds.
That's true. Yeah.
If they, I definitely don't see them getting rid of World's Toughest. And even Will, when he asked him, "Would you run it?" and Joe said, "Yeah." How awesome would that be to be World's
That'd be
Toughest?
insane.
Here comes Joe dragging his chain behind him.
If you were to tell me like years ago that Joe DeSena would be running World's Toughest Mudder, I would have told you you're out of your damn mind.
Because that is right
so
up his alley.
It is. But like someone said, like he doesn't even like he never even liked saying the words Tough Mudder. He's like, oh, I don't know who you're talking about. Like he's always kind of funny about it.
Yeah.
For me, one of the big things is obstacle innovation. If obstacle innovation goes away for Tough Mudder, that would really suck. I mean, Savage definitely beats Tough Mudder for me. As an East Coaster, like Savage Race has amazing obstacle innovation. So if obstacle innovation were to go away, if he does anything to touch the figureheads of Kyle McLaughlin, even though he's new, he's very well liked by the community. Sean Corvell, better not. Even Coach Clinton, E-Rock, like they need to stay there too, because for each one of those, there's hundreds and hundreds of people that like love seeing them. So that would be ridiculous to change. I hope he doesn't do that.
And he's saying he doesn't want to do any of that. So,
and I hope he means it. Yeah.
Sounds good so far.
Yeah.
But what, you had some more?
Yep. Those were the big 2 that I thought of, but I figured we could brainstorm to get 5. But I don't know, what would we want them to change other than including prize money? Maybe.
Well,
I mean, one of the things that I am disappointed with World's Toughest Mudder is that there was no unveiling of obstacles at Worlds, which was a bummer where they usually do that. I mean, it was cool how they leveled up all the obstacles. And I am glad that I didn't get my butt kicked by Twin Peaks again, but it would have been nice to kind of have something new.
Yeah.
So maybe Spartan could fund obstacle innovation, knowing that that's what Tough Mudder people like. That would be great, including prize money for World's Toughest Mudder. Maybe the Toughest too. I won't care if Tougher gets prize money again, but if Toughest get prize money again, That would be super cool. I met some really cool athletes at Toughest East last year that I don't think I would have met before on the East Coast. So I'm all
Yeah.
for more privately. Make
Well,
people
pour
do more of the sport, live off a little bit more of it.
yeah, poured money into it in general was my kind of like my thought of what is going to be better about it. Like, and then Joe even said it himself, sprinkling in to light the fire, basically to make it even better. So Tough Mudder is redirecting their money to make the experience better themselves. But if they're getting a influx of cash flow to do that even better without having to sacrifice in other areas as they have, then that's awesome. I mean, that just sounds like a win for everybody.
I think the cash will help, but I think the lack of competition scares me a little bit. I don't want to see, again, stagnation with it. I want to see,
Of course.
yeah.
So,
But
we don't grow without jumping head first and being scared at times. So this is the direction of the industry, and it can sound scary. And watching people on Facebook and their comments is hilarious because everybody's so scared that the worst is going to happen. Well, you don't know that. Let's just see where it goes because it could be awesome. It could be way better than you ever thought it could be.
Yep.
All right.
And it may
Mike,
not even happen at all.
What's that?
I don't think we brought that up too. I guess it may not even happen at all too, which is
right.
something that I think it's going to happen. With the smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
There's a lot of smoke.
All right, Mike. Well, I think we can kind of wrap it up there. You can go hang out with y'all's family.
Yeah.
Have some fun.
Yep.
This was fun. Well, Will's got negative 1 point at this point. So we'll leave it at that. Thanks for joining me, man. Anybody that got to watch, thanks for watching. And we'll try and see where else we can do this and get some live footage at a race sometime soon.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool, man. Take it easy.
All right, talk to you later. All right.
I put the wrong one out here. I sure did. I want this background. There we go.
Nice.
Closing all that out. And
all right, you're gonna murder me. I'll talk to you later.
All right, dude. Bye.